Columbus and members of his crew were practicing Jews, could write in Hebrew, but they spoke in Spanish and were Spanish and Portuguese citizens, so that's the way that they would do it. Is that where we're at right now?
I think so. I think that's and we don't know for sure if Columbus is the one that brought them over, but it's awful convenient with the timing and what these researchers say that he was actually a crypto Jew himself, and obviously would have been sympathetic to people that were being persecuted at the exact time he left on his first trip. So he would be the first person that I would think of that we know came over here, but there were other expeditions that came not long after, so it could have been other people, but with, dates like 1501, 1507, man, you're talking about Columbus is the only guy that we know for sure was in this area that could have brought these people over. So as crazy as it seems, we might have a connection, a secret connection to Columbus of activities that he was doing covertly that nobody knew about until these stones were discovered.
Now, there's another part to this, and we'll try to get some of this in after the break, but the hieroglyphs and the hieroglyphics there are apparent, and we see those. But there are other stones here, which I have seen pictures of, that are clearly Egyptian in origin.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
I don't understand the reasons for that on a Columbus expedition and why somebody would have this knowledge to go and create these stones in Texas and what the intention was. But this is my question.
Their heritage goes back historically to Egypt. So, and again, if these are people that were educated in the mystery schools, they're certainly going to learn about Egyptian mysticism. So as crazy as that seems, it actually makes some sense, and actually a lot of sense, to see this Egyptian symbolism and iconography on these slabs. And there's actually quite a bit of it.
Is there a possibility that the occupation of this cave and the stones, some of the stones being placed there, predated 1501 and predated Columbus?
Absolutely. I mean, we have the dated stones are what we have. Now, could there have been, something like this stone's not dated? Could this be older? Potentially. So, yeah, that's certainly possible. All I know is outside the cave we have 1501. That's the oldest date that we have that clearly, is a date.
Now, I don't have the time. Okay, we're going to have to take a break right here, Scott. But my question is, and you can think about this, we'll do it when we come back.
Okay.
Is there any evidence out there of Columbus doing extensive expeditions into the Americas off of the shoreline? Think about that. We'll do all of that and your phone calls. So much more to do tonight with our guest, Scott Walter. This is Coast to Coast AM. I am your host, Jimmy Church. Happy 4th of July, everybody. We'll be right back after this short break. Stay with us. Listen, I want you to go over to Coast AM right now and check out this image